Hey everyone, and welcome back. I have a very exciting video today and I've been waiting to film this for a while. This is my e.l.f. haul and mini review on some of their new 2017 products. I do have my window open, so if you hear planes and noise in the background, that is my window. e.l.f. recently came out with a whole bunch of new products, so I've tried to be really quick at getting them this time around, but I think by the time I film this and by the time this video goes up that these won't even feel very new anymore. Hopefully it is still helpful if you guys are interested in some of the new products they have out on their website. So I want to do this similar to all of my haul and mini review videos where I just talk very briefly about the products, show you some swatches, and let you know what my thoughts are. And I have a huge box. I'm gonna go through all this today with you guys and let you know what my thoughts are on these little goodies. Most of the stuff that I purchased was eyeshadow palettes and eye products. And there's also quite a few lip products, so that's most of the new stuff that they came out with. I purchased the e.l.f. pointed powder brush. This one is dirty because I obviously used it to test it out. Got a nice taper along the sides. It comes to a nice little point. I really like it for bronzing my skin. It just fits right into the hollows of your cheeks, so if you do have a contouring powder, this one actually works pretty well if you go very light-handedly. Just a big enough size to really bronze up your entire face. And of course it's e.l.f., so the quality is amazing. I haven't washed it yet, so I don't know if it's gonna shed, but I've never had e.l.f. product shed on me. I don't have any brush in my collection that is this exact shape and density. I've been using it a ton since I purchased it. And I also got the e.l.f. Aqua Beauty dual-ended eye brush, a fluffy side and then a pencil brush on the other end. It's a bit stiff, and I think it's stiff because it's meant for those cushiony eyeshadows. Even the fluffy end is a little bit stiff, but it does blend out eyeshadows really nicely. It's very soft. It's the perfect shape to use for both blending shadow into your crease, packing it onto the outer corner, and even applying it to your lid. So it's very multi-functional, this end is. The pencil end, I'm not such a fan of. I think it's a little bit harsh, and when I run it along my lower lash line, I find it's a little bit scratchy. Not quite as soft as I would like for my lower lash line. I love dual-ended brushes because they're perfect for traveling. You don't need to grab two, you can just grab one. I also got this one for free. I ordered online. It came with this bonus pack where you got 3 products for free. This was one of them, and this is the e.l.f. blending brush. This is from their Studio line. It's just kind of like a flat packing shadow onto the lid brush. It does come to a little bit of a point, so you can really get precisely into your crease with this. Again, e.l.f. has good quality brushes. I'm pretty much a fan of all of their brushes. I've never tried the e.l.f. baked highlighters before. I have tried the baked blush in Pinktastic, which I really love as a highlighter. It is amazing. I was interested to try the formula of the baked highlighters. It's actually a lot different than the Pinktastic baked blush. This e.l.f. baked highlighter in the shade Apricot Glow. It's a little bit more dry and it's not quite as smooth as that one is. It's a little bit drier and grittier, but I do like the sheen that this gives. It's kind of got like a golden glow. Actually, I don't have any on right now, so I'm gonna just apply some with this little blending brush. It's just got a nice golden glow to it. I'm not such a big fan of the formula just because it's that drier consistency. I didn't actually find that you had to scrape off the first layer. I know a lot of people are saying for the baked highlighters you need to scrape off a layer. I thought I got pigment without having to scrape anything off. I do like this color for the summertime, so far I'm a fan of this. I also picked up this new Hydrating Gel Mist. It really does look like a gel in the packaging. It's very thick in consistency. I tried today. I'm not wearing foundation today, but I did try it before I put anything onto my face, and it did feel very hydrating on the initial application. I haven't really noticed it keeping my skin hydrated throughout the day. I also applied it at the end of the day to see if it would freshen up and rehydrate my skin, which I thought it actually did, surprisingly, and it didn't make my makeup look weird after. So on the box it says it is supposed to lock in moisture, prep the skin for makeup, transforms from a gel to a mist, which it does, refreshes your skin, hydrates your skin, nourishes your skin. Use it prior to primer application and then throughout the day for refreshing mist of hydration. I'll have to test it out a little bit more, but no complaints so far. It's not doing weird things to my makeup. I'm just not really noticing the difference yet, if that makes sense. I'm gonna apply it right now just to freshen up my face. Nice mist, but it doesn't really get on my face. It gets all over my shirt and in my hairline. The next product was also something that came for free in my package. And this is the cream eyeliner in the shade Black. I've used this a couple times since I opened it. I have the L'Oreal one that's sort of like this, like the lacquer liner that you use a brush for. I have that one, and what I noticed about this is that it's a lot creamier than that. It's actually kind of hard to work with because it's so creamy. I feel like it smudges very easily. I do think it lasts throughout the day. I wore it for, I think, 6 hours or so one day, and I didn't have it fading. I got 2 of their new little like 5-pan eyeshadow palettes. I don't really know if these are palettes. I don't really know what these are called, but they're their little eyeshadow things. The first one I got for free. It came in like that bonus pack that you get if you spent over like $25. But this is the clay eyeshadow palette, and I got it in the shade Necessary Nudes. I probably wouldn't have picked this shade if I had been purchasing this myself, but whatever, it's free. This is what the packaging looks like. e.l.f. has really stepped it up with their packaging. The only thing I don't like is they don't include anything on the packaging. It doesn't even say what this is called. It has like a little sticker on the back that says the shade name, but it has like nothing on this packaging that says that it's a clay eyeshadow palette. It's just very neutral colors. You do get 2 shimmery shades and 3 mattes. Good little palette for just every day. It makes a very easy, fast, bronzy eye look. I feel like the shadows last on me all day. There's no creasing. I don't need a primer with them. I find that e.l.f. is a little bit hit or miss with their eyeshadow palettes. I really like their Mad for Matte palettes, and I like their Prism eyeshadow palette, but all of their like 10-pan palettes that have shimmers in them, I'm not such a fan of, but I actually do think this is really good. I think these are good quality shadows. And then I also got the Beautifully Bare little eyeshadow thing palette. This is in the shade Matte Essentials. This is probably the nicest packaging that e.l.f. has ever come out with, and it has nothing on the actual packaging saying what it is. This is a very neutral palette, and I'm wearing it on my eyes today. I just kind of threw pretty much all of the shades on my eyes. This one to me is the same formula as the Mad for Matte palettes. It's not especially pigmented, but I don't mind that for an everyday palette, especially if you're gonna throw a bunch of these into your crease. You don't want something that's gonna be super pigmented. So I feel like this is just the right amount of pigment for me for an everyday purpose. And I like the shades in here. I would have preferred maybe one warmer brown or something, but I do actually like the neutral shades in here. I wanna get the one that's like called Rosy Nudes or something, Rosy something. I would definitely recommend you pick this palette up or one of them like this. I think you would really like the formula if you like the Mad for Matte formula. I also got 2 of their like eyeshadow duos, their best friend duos. I have one in the shade Pink Pal and one in the shade Bestie Brown. I've actually only tried Pink Pal. I haven't tried the darker bronzier one yet. I just think these little duos are so cute. They're so small. Not the nicest packaging, but I think the formula is amazing on these little duos, at least from the Pink Pal one and from the Bestie Brown one that I've swatched. Shimmer shade here is really pretty, as in like all over lid shade, and this brown just complements it so well in the crease. This is like, has been my go-to for an everyday look. It's just so simple, and you look like you tried a little bit, but not too much. I haven't tried Bestie Brown yet, but based on swatches, it also looks very promising. I think if I pair it with the crease shade in the Pink Pal duo, I'll have like a full look with this. Definitely recommend these. I think the quality is amazing, and it's so affordable, and it's just a cool little concept. I love when e.l.f. comes up with cool stuff. They always come up with cool makeup, and it's very innovative for drugstore prices, but I especially like these little guys. I feel like there was nothing in this haul this time around where I didn't like the products. Sometimes e.l.f. has really big misses for me, but I feel like this time around I either picked good stuff or they're just upping the quality on everything. The next eyeshadow palette I got was the Sculpting Silk eyeshadow trio, and this is in the shade Rosé All Day. I don't like the packaging as much because it has this like plastic window here that I don't really like that much. This one has a really nice though shimmery shade in the middle here that's kind of like a duochrome pinky peach, and it has this deeper burgundy and then this nice matte warm crease shade. I think the quality is pretty good. It's pretty decent. You can go very simple with just like these 2 shades, or you can add a little bit more smokiness with this one. It's nicely pigmented, doesn't feel super chalky or anything on my eyes. If I liked any of the other shade selections, I think I would pick up another one, but this was the only one that kind of appealed to me. This one and the what is it called, the Beautifully Bare eyeshadow quad. These are like the smoothest and softest eyeshadows like I've ever felt, I think, from the drugstore. Besides, maybe the Matte for Matte 2 is also really soft. Okay, we are almost done. These next two palettes that I want to share with you are probably some of the coolest makeup products that I own, and these are the e.l.f. Aqua Beauty Cushion Eyeshadow Palettes. I am a big fan of the Aqua Beauty line from e.l.f. I like their Aqua Beauty like blush and bronzer duo, and I like their Aqua Beauty spray. I haven't played around with these that much yet. I've tried them both out, but I haven't tried them enough to give you a solid opinion on them. I do think I'm going to do a separate video dedicated to just these two palettes. I think I'm going to do an entire like review, demo, and swatch video on these. I got Island Breeze and I got the one in Cool Mist. Such a cool collection of colors, and it always reminds me of the ColourPop Where the Night Is quad. Formula is so cool. It's like very like squishy. You can like stick your finger in it and make it like an indent. Almost the exact same formula as their Aqua Beauty blush and bronzer duo. It's kind of that hybrid between cream and powder, but I feel like these ones are slightly creamier than the face duos. One thing I did note from the two palettes, Cool Mist and Island Breeze, is that the consistency within the palettes is a little bit off. Like some of them are a lot drier than others, and then some of them are quite a bit creamier and they just feel more wet. I think you are meant to use this dual-ended Aqua Beauty brush with it, but honestly I think these apply best with your finger because of the formula. I actually think I almost like the neutral shades in this one more than I like the ones in here. Really, really cool products. I'm such a fan of the way e.l.f. is really, you know, going ahead with making cool makeup products. That completes all of the eye and face products that I got in this haul. The next are all lip products. This first one is actually a product that I have used in a lot of videos. I've been wearing it a lot recently. I really like it. This is the Lip Plumping Gloss in the shade Peach Bellini. I've never tried a plumping gloss before, so this was my first experience with that tingling sensation that it gives your lips. It definitely tingles. You can definitely feel it. I don't feel like it does a lot for plumping purposes. I don't think my lips look fuller after I apply this, so honestly I feel like the plumping aspect doesn't really make sense, but the gloss itself is really nice. The shade Peach Bellini is just a very sheer kind of peachy, milky shade. It's perfect for just topping your nude lip color. It doesn't have the most pigmentation. It is sheer, but it's not sticky at all, and I've just been reaching for it a lot. I love layering this on top of just like a lip liner. I never used to like glosses, but I feel like this is making me like glosses all of a sudden. Next product is the one I'm currently wearing on my lips. This is the Tinted Lip Oil in the shade Pink Kiss. I've never tried a lip oil before, but it is the weirdest feeling on your lips. It doesn't really feel like a gloss, but it just feels like your lips are greasy. I don't know. It's a very strange feeling, but I actually kind of like it. I like the feel of this. It feels like, I don't know, it just feels like your lips are moisturized. I kind of wish I didn't get such a pinky one. I wish there had been like a peachy nude one, because I would have definitely preferred that. But these are so sheer anyways that there really isn't much color payoff. I'm just wearing this for the first time today, but so far I really like it. I think it makes my lips feel really soft and moisturized. It's got a nice sheen to it. I have nothing bad to say about it. It doesn't feel sticky. Definitely be wearing this as like an everyday oil on my lips. I think that I would actually like this even more in the winter when my lips are dry. And last but not least, I purchased the new e.l.f. liquid lipsticks, and I purchased 3 different shades. This is another product that I want to do a separate video on, like a swatch. Sorry, there's like a fluff. I want to do like a swatch and a review of these. I've only worn 2 of the shades. I haven't worn the dark one yet. So I have Praline, I have Tea Rose, and I have Wine Tour. Like I said, e.l.f. has really upped the packaging. I don't think they're incredibly long lasting. Those Maybelline Super Stay ones last forever. These ones are not especially long wearing. The feeling of them on your lips, like you cannot feel these on your lips at all after you apply them. They dry down completely matte. There's like no transfer, maybe just like a little bit of transfer, but barely nothing. And they don't feel dry on my lips at all. I'm so excited for e.l.f. and the fact that they're coming out with liquid lipsticks. The only weird thing about them is that they only come with 3 milliliters, which is so little. in my opinion. The next smallest I can think of is the NYX Lingerie, which come with 4 milliliters, which I thought was small until I realized that these came with 3. So far I'm pretty impressed with these. I'm gonna have to obviously test them out a little bit more. Anyway, that pretty much sums up this entire video. I know I didn't talk too much about each product, but I just wanted to give you an overall review in this haul, so it's not just like a haul where I show you the products I got, that I actually kind of tell you guys how I feel about them. So I hope you guys found this helpful, and if you were interested in any of the e.l.f. products or seeing full videos on these e.l.f. products, let me know, because I can definitely do some like full review videos on these. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you would like to see more videos, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!